Once upon a time, a long, long time ago, there lived a brother and sister named Hansel and Gretel.
Hi, I'm Hansel. Hi, I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel.
Yes, just as I said, they lived in a cottage in the woods with...
I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel.
Enough! They lived in a cottage in the woods with their father who loved them very much and their stepmother who had a duty to consider.
Husband! Your kids are driving me crazy. I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. Take them into the woods and leave them. But they get hungry. Don't worry, and this little witch will feed them gingerbread.
Oh, they like gingerbread. Okay, come on, kids.
So the stereotypically clueless father took Hansel and Gretel far, far away and left them. However, he made one mistake. Instead of leaving them in the woods...
Why did Daddy leave us in the weeds?
Oh, it's all stickery.
Hansel and Gretel stood around the prickly, stickery weeds waiting for their father.
Ow!
Ow.
Ow!
Ow.
Finally, Gretel realized her father was not coming back.
Daddy's not coming back. How will we find our way back to our house?
Look, it's right over there. You can see it.
So they walked home and jumped on the couch and got stickers all over.
I'm Hansel, Hansel, Hansel.
I'm Gretel, Gretel, Gretel. We're Hansel, 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 and Gretel, Gretel, Gretel.
Their mother heard the noise and came out to see them.
Their stepmother had a splitting headache when she called for her husband.
Husband!
Yes, dear. She told him where to take those noisy children.
Take those noisy children over the hill and deep into the woods and leave them.
Will they get hungry?
Don't worry, some little dwarves will feed them.
Oh, they like that. Okay, come on, kids.
So their father took them over the hill and through the twisted, scary trees and past the dens of hideous, unsupervised creatures that watched them pass to a clearing. Their father patted them on the heads and gave them some words of wisdom.
Say hello to Stacy for me. Bye, kids.
Their father headed home, wishing he was going to have gingerbread for breakfast.
Gingerbread.
Hansel and Gretel stood around as the forest got darker and darker.
Hansel? Honey? Gretel?
Night fell. It was cold and dark. The children had to sleep on the ground. The crickets chirped. The owls hooted. The moon came out. The wolves howled. Finally, it was morning. Gretel shook Hansel awake.
Hansel, it's morning.
I'm hungry. What's for breakfast?
You are! I mean, you delicious. I mean, you darling children are having breakfast with me.
Hansel and Gretel introduced themselves.
I'm Hansel.
I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel. And I'm a nice old lady. My house is over there through those trees.
I'm Hansel.
I'm Gretel. Enough. Walk this way.
The nice old lady was really a wicked witch who liked children. She took them into her house. Gretel looked around.
I thought you would have the gingerbread house.
Oh, the property taxes on that thing were killing me.
Hansel was getting hungrier, so he asked again.
What's for breakfast?
Something delicious, but first you must wash up.
The witch invited Hansel and Gretel to up into a big pot of hot water. She said,
Scrub-a-dub-dub into the tub.
"Why are there carrots, potatoes, and celery?"
Floating in the bathtub.
Oh, those are bath toys.
So Hansel and Gretel, who were never the brightest candles on the cake, hopped into the pot.
Look, Gretel, my potato is a submarine. Ping, ping, ping.
Look, Hansel, my carrot's a torpedo. Kabloosh!
The witch added some salt and spices.
What are you sprinkling on us? Oh, just some bath salts.
Oh, there was a knock at the door.
Who's
Moochie of the day. He lives in the cottage down the way. We were just past when we came under the spell of the most delicious bewitching smell.
Of cinnamon fingers and margarine.
So if you don't mind, may we come in?
You are in.
Hansel jumped up and hollered.
Hey, Sneezy! My dad says hi! The 7 dwarfs were real moochers. They started scratching around for something to eat. They hadn't had a hot meal since Snow White married the handsome prince and moved away. But all they found were hideous gargoyles.
They caused some confusion, and instead of finding food, they found
Spider legs in the cupboard, frog tongues in the refrigerator, monkey ears in the toaster, rabbit teeth in the candy dish,
hissing cockroaches in the cookie jar.
Sugarless candy corn.
sugarless candy corn.
Black.
Why do you people buy this stuff?
But the dwarfs knew they smelled something good, so they followed their noses until they found
A big pot of soup?
Soup? Where? I'm hungry.
Children's soup!
Eek!
The dwarfs tried to rescue the children. Unfortunately, they weren't very organized.
But they only made it worse. The dwarves yelled for the children to get out.
Get out of the pot of soup!
Your witch wants to cook and eat you.
But the children had been in the hot water for too long.
I'm melting.
Me too.
Hansel and Gretel being in the hot water, and it was getting hotter. The dwarfs tried to lift them out.
1, 2, 3, lift!
But the witch clapped her arms and yelled,
Stop that right now!
The leader of the elves was very brave.
Let them go, you mean a witch?
You let them go, or I'll turn you all into dwarf hamsters.
Dwarf hamsters are so cute.
Bite-sized dwarf hamsters. Yum!
The dwarves let go. They were afraid to be turned into hamsters. The leader of the elves had an idea. She told Gretel.
Gretel, call on your fairy godmother.
Gretel, Gretel, wake up!
Gretel, call on your fairy godmother.
Gretel, Gretel, wake up!
Calling fairy dog mother.
In a blinding flash of light, there appeared. Whoop! What are you?
Gretel's fairy dog mother.
No, no. Gretel, call on your fairy godmother.
Calling fairy frog mother. And with another blinding flash of light.
Kermit.
What are you?
Gretel's fairy frog brother.
No, no. Gretel, call on your fairy godmother.
Gretel snoring shook the house.
She's asleep.
She can't call anyone.
How about Hansel? Could he call his fairy godmother?
He probably calls fairy hamster mother.
Yeah.
This looks bad. Hansel and Gretel are almost gravy, and instead of a fairy godmother, we have a fairy dog mother.
And a fairy frog mother.
Cribbit.
This looks bad. Looks like there will be no happy ending in this story. The elves burst into tears.
This is terrible, terrible, terrible. The fairy dog and the fairy frog mothers looked at each other.
Well, this is a pretty mess.
You said it when it wasn't. Guess it's up to us.
Right, you are Magical Mutt. Do you know what to do? Sure do. Let's roll. So the fairy dog mother cast a spell on the wicked witch and made her have fleas and allergies.
Bleezes, sneezes.
Dog magic. Oh, I'm so afraid. so itchy, itchy, itchy. Achoo! Achoo! Yeah. The fairy frog mother hopped over to the pot and said these magic words.
long time ago.
I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel.
Enough.
The dwarves showed Hansel and Gretel the way home. I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel. 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 I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel.
The dwarves couldn't get rid of Hansel and Gretel fast enough.
Okay, here's your house. Goodbye.
What an ordeal.
I never thought they would stop the arcade.
They never did.
My ears are killing me.
My ears are bigger than yours, so they're killing me more. Hey, what's going on back there?
Hansel was sad to see them go.
Bye, Sneezy. You're my favorite. When their father came out the door, he was very happy to see them. And very sorry I'd left them in the woods. He called to his wife. Honey, the kids are home. Remember us? I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel. I'm Hansel. I'm Gretel. We're Hansel and Gretel.
Enough! Stop saying the same thing over and over. You're driving us crazy.
Okay, Daddy, would you like to talk about biology instead?
Or architecture?
Oh, I love biology and architecture. Let's go down to the pond and catch frogs and build sandcastles.
I'm making a princess castle.
The archway is very graceful.
I'm making my dungeon first.
It is very deep. You are doing a good job.
Then a magical thing happened. When the yam rain stopped, the stepmother turned into a loving and caring person. It was magic.
No, I don't think it was magic.
And they all